ever since the Judge Dredd TV series was announced more than a year ago, back in May of 2017, there haven't been any further news of note on the project. But as fans of Judge Dredd know, he is but one of several characters to originate in the pages of British anthology magazine 2000 AD, and many of those other characters are also deserving of adaptations of their own. In this video, I'll give you the most recent developments on the Dredd TV series, as well as on the Rogue Trooper movie, which now appears to be gearing up for production. As I mentioned in the intro, outside of the fact that it is in development, not a lot is known about the Judge Dredd series with the working title Judge Dredd Mega City 1. We don't know if it has found the necessary funding to actually make it happen. We don't know if it has found distribution, we don't know if it will be a complete or just a partial reboot, and we don't know if it will indeed feature Karl Urban as Dredd, or if the role will be recast. To those who may think he is a lock, Urban has said he is open to returning, and he still may be. I certainly hope he is, but he isn't going to sign on before fundamentals like budget and distribution are in place. And at the time of making this video, we don't know that they are. But we also don't know that they aren't. For all we know, they could be very far along, just waiting for the right time slot to release a whole slew of announcements upon us. Or they could still be stumbling at square one, or more likely, they are somewhere in between the two extremes. In a video published July 16th, YouTuber Mr. H Reviews pointed out that on May 16th of this year, a new company had been registered with the British company house, one MC1 Productions Ltd, which is listed as dealing in motion picture production activities and television program production activities. Given the company name and industry of choice, it would appear we are looking at the newly established Rebellion subsidiary, Rebellion being the ultimate owner of Judge Dredd and all other 2000 AD characters. This could be a subsidiary dedicated to the production of the Judge Dredd TV series and possibly other 2000 AD adaptations. So, what does this mean? If you look at the credits of pretty much any movie or TV series, you will find a crap ton of different production companies. Many of these are in actual reality little more than tax shelters for stars, directors and producers, while others really are legit production companies, and some of those are production entities set up specifically for a given TV series or a movie. These latter ones will often have a name that sounds very similar to that of the movie or series in question, such as, MC1 Productions for a series called Mega City 1. These types of production companies are sometimes set up jointly between two or more stakeholders, like the actual production company and a funding partner. And in addition to actual operations, one of the main objectives of such companies is to provide a layer of insulation between the main stakeholders and any potential lawsuits or other legal issues in the hypothetical event that they should arise. If this subsidiary had been set up the moment they first announced they were starting work on the series, it wouldn't really have meant anything. But that it is being set up now, a year after the series was announced and pre-production begun, at the very least suggests that they may have crossed some kind of production threshold. In one end, it could be something so mundane as the Judge Dredd TV series operation having grown to such a scale within Rebellion that giving it a separate entity may be practical from a purely administrative point of view. Or in the other end, it could be that they have found a funding partner or even distribution partner that insists on operations being shifted into a separate legal entity. I don't know which is the case, but this kind of move wouldn't have happened unless there was progress being made behind the scenes. Until they tell us more though, we won't know how significant progress we're dealing with. But there has been significant progress on another 2000 AD property. On July 16th, Duncan Jones, son of David Bowie and director of the excellent Moon and the not nearly as excellent Warcraft, announced his next project, Rogue Trooper, based on the long-running 2000 AD comic strip about the exploits of a genetically engineered, blue-skinned manufactured super soldier. Like the Judge Dredd series, the Rogue Trooper movie will be made by Rebellion, and is as such in need of both a funding and distribution partner, so it might still be a while before it sees the light of day. I have never read Rogue Trooper myself, but a significant portion of my British friends who grew up with 2000 AD tell me they actually prefer it to Judge Dredd, so I guess it must be alright. Is it? Are you more excited for Rogue Trooper than Judge Dredd? And which other 2000 AD series would you like to see on film? And if you've never heard about any of this stuff, how open are you to checking it out? Let me know in the comments.
If you like this video, then please click the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified for all the latest uploaded content. Due to recent changes to YouTube's monetization policies, we'd also like to ask you to please consider supporting Midnight's Edge and its sister channel Midnight's Edge After Dark through Patreon. As thanks for their support, patrons will receive early notifications of mini-documentaries, special behind-the-scenes making of the Edge videos, bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, and more. You can support the channel for as little as $1 a month. Be sure to check back for news and analysis on the corporate politics behind your favorite genre movies, as well as updates and discussion here at Midnight's Edge.